For centuries, humanity has searched for the face of God. And in 2017, that face sold for $450 million. Salvator Mundi, the savior of the world, painted by none other than Leonardo da Vinci, or at least that's what the world was told. This single painting has become one of the most talked about, debated and emotionally charged artworks in modern history. But behind its serene gaze lies a storm of mystery, faith, money and manipulation. Let's dive into why Salvator Mundi became not just a painting but a symbol of how our world sees divinity, fame and truth itself. When you first look at Salvator Mundi, it doesn't scream grandeur. There's no dramatic light, no background, no chaos. Just Christ looking directly at you, his right hand raised in blessing, his left hand holding a crystal orb, his expression calm, almost eerily human. It's haunting in a strangely beautiful way. That's exactly what makes it powerful. Unlike the traditional images of Christ, Salvator Mundi doesn't depict a suffering Messiah or a triumphant king. It shows something in between, divine serenity captured through human fragility. And that's why people connected to it, because for many, this face became the face of Christ. But how did it reach that point? For centuries, the painting was lost, misattributed, forgotten. It resurfaced in 2005, badly damaged, bought at an auction for less than $10,000. Restorers peeled away centuries of overpainting, revealing what some experts claimed were Leonardo's unmistakable brushstrokes, the subtle transitions, the sfumato effect, the delicate modeling of flesh. By 2017, the art world was on fire. When it was announced as a rediscovered Leonardo, the last one known to exist in private hands, collectors and billionaires swarmed, and at Christie's in New York it sold for a staggering $450.3 million to a mysterious Saudi buyer. That's when Salvator Mundi transcended art. It became a phenomenon. Why is it so famous? Because it's not just a painting, it's a promise. It carries the illusion that we are looking at the real face of Jesus Christ through the eyes of a genius who studied anatomy, light, and soul itself. Leonardo's mastery of realism, his near-scientific pursuit of perfection, made it easy for people to believe this was divine truth captured on canvas. In a modern world overflowing with digital icons and filtered faces, Salvator Mundi offered something rare: authenticity, or at least the illusion of it. People wanted to believe. That's the real power behind the painting. Not the art, but the faith it reignited. But there's also a darker side. Art historians began questioning if Leonardo even painted it. Some say it was mostly done by his students. Others argue that it was heavily restored to the point of losing its original soul. The Smithsonian once called it a modern creation with traces of Leonardo. Even the Louvre, the same museum that houses the Mona Lisa, refused to include it in their Da Vinci exhibition, reportedly because they weren't fully convinced of its authenticity. That silence said everything. And yet the painting continued to captivate. Because Salvator Mundi isn't just about art anymore, it's about belief. In a way, it reflects the world's ongoing obsession with faces that promise salvation. We see it in how people worship celebrity figures, billionaires, influencers, even politicians. We project faith onto those we think can save us. The painting is both a mirror and a test. It asks, what do you believe in? Do you believe in God or in the idea of God as painted by a man? Do you believe in truth or in the story that sells the best? Today, Salvator Mundi is hidden from public view. No one knows exactly where it is. Some say it's on a yacht belonging to Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman. Others say it's being kept for a future museum in the Middle East, and that's almost poetic. The savior of the world, unseen and inaccessible, owned by power, trapped in secrecy. It's both holy and ironic. In modern society, Salvator Mundi has become shorthand for what people imagine Christ looks like. Its face circulates in documentaries, memes, and church artworks, even though no one can confirm its authenticity. It's strange, isn't it? That a painting shrouded in doubt became the visual truth for millions. But maybe that's exactly why it works. Because belief isn't about proof, it's about conviction. And perhaps that's Leonardo's greatest trick. But here's the truth. Salvator Mundi isn't the real face of Jesus. No one knows what Christ truly looked like. There were no portraits, no records, no sketches from his lifetime. Like every image of Christ throughout history, this one was born from imagination, faith, and the artist's vision of divinity. Leonardo didn't paint a man he had seen. He painted what humanity wanted to see. The perfect balance of mercy and mystery, human and divine. And maybe that's why people believed it was real, because in a way the painting tells us less about Jesus and more about ourselves, about how we long to see God in human form. Whether or not he truly painted it, Salvator Mundi forces us to confront how easily we turn faith into image and image into truth. In the end, Salvator Mundi is less about Christ and more about us. Our hunger for the divine, our willingness to believe in what we can see, and our tendency to confuse price with value. It's not just a painting, it's a reflection of modern society's deepest desire to see God and to own him.